For more than 4 decades, the voice of Vince Gill has carried a quiet emotional power that helped shape modern country music. Known for his smooth tenor, exceptional guitar playing, and deeply heartfelt songwriting, Gill built a career defined not only by success but also by sincerity. Born in Norman, Oklahoma, in 1957, he grew up in a home where music was a natural part of everyday life. His father, an accomplished musician, encouraged him to explore instruments from a young age, especially the guitar. Those early lessons gave Gill a strong musical foundation and an appreciation for melody and harmony that would later define his distinctive sound. By his teenage years, he was already performing and experimenting with different styles, drawing influence from bluegrass, rock, and traditional country. His early professional breakthrough came when he joined the country rock group Pure Prairie League during the late 1970s, where his clear voice began attracting national attention. Although the band helped introduce him to a wider audience, Gill's greatest achievements arrived after he began his solo career in the 1980s. Albums such as When I Call Your Name and I Still Believe in You showcased not only his vocal talent but also his ability to write songs that felt deeply personal while remaining universally relatable. His music often explored themes of love, loss, redemption, and reflection, and listeners were drawn to the sincerity in his delivery. Over time, Gill earned numerous honors from institutions such as the Country Music Association and the Grammy Awards, establishing himself as one of the most respected artists in the genre. Yet behind the awards and commercial success, his life has also included emotional hardships that shaped the man behind the music. One of the most painful chapters began in the early 1990s with the loss of his older brother Bob Gill, who had long been a source of inspiration and encouragement in Vince's life. Bob had played an important role in nurturing Vince's early interest in music, introducing him to different sounds and supporting his ambitions as a young performer. When Bob passed away after a difficult illness in 1993, the grief profoundly affected Vince Gill. That loss eventually inspired one of the most moving songs of his career, Go Rest High on That Mountain, a tribute that resonated deeply with audiences around the world. The song's emotional honesty reflected the sorrow and reflection Gill experienced during that time, and it became one of the most beloved memorial songs in country music history. Years later, another difficult moment arrived when his wife, acclaimed singer Amy Grant, faced a serious health emergency that required urgent medical care and a long period of recovery. For Gill, the situation was deeply personal and emotionally challenging. Despite his ongoing musical commitments, he focused his attention on supporting Grant and helping her through the healing process. Fans who admired Gill for his musical sensitivity saw those same qualities reflected in his personal life, where loyalty and compassion became guiding principles. These experiences added new emotional depth to the songs he continued to perform, reminding listeners that behind every artist is a human story shaped by both joy and hardship. Even while facing these personal trials, Gill's career continued to evolve. In recent years, he joined the legendary rock band Eagles as a touring member, bringing his distinctive guitar work and vocal harmonies to one of the most celebrated groups in American music history. The collaboration demonstrated his versatility and enduring relevance as a musician. Now, as Vince Gill moves through his late 60s, many fans reflect on his life with a mixture of admiration and emotion. The tragedies and losses he has faced did not diminish his spirit, but instead deepened the authenticity that defines his music. His voice continues to carry a sense of warmth and understanding that connects with listeners on a deeply human level. In the end, the story of Vince Gill is not simply about sadness or hardship, but about resilience, love, and the ability to transform personal pain into music that comforts others. Through decades of changing musical trends and personal challenges, he has remained a steady and compassionate presence in country music, reminding audiences that the most powerful songs often come from lives that have experienced both great joy and profound sorrow.